How many ad groups should you have in each campaign within your Google Ads account? Well, this is a topic of much debate, but the reality is there's no hard fixed answer. It actually really depends upon the industry that you're in, the specific products and services that you offer, and the goals that you're trying to achieve with your Google Ads campaigns, right? However, there are some simple rules you can follow that will help you determine exactly what the best fit is for your specific situation. Sort of like a decision tree, if you will, that will help you figure out, based on my campaign goals, the services or products that I'm trying to advertise for and what I'm trying to achieve, how many ad groups should I have in my Google Ads campaign or campaigns. You may have more than one campaign. That being said, I think the biggest thing is to just at least have a couple of Google Ads ad groups in your campaigns. We look into a lot of accounts from businesses all over the world, and it's really, really, really common for them to only have one ad group in their Google Ads campaign. So they take every single keyword that they're trying to target, they put them in one ad group. It's just called ad group 1 because that's the default name that Google Ads gives the ad group when you set up the campaign. And then there'll be like 100 or 200 keywords in the ad group. That is not something I would recommend doing, like whatsoever. It's Google Ads uses a lot of machine learning, which is just like AI, right? Anymore these days, if you just put 200 or 300 keywords into one ad group, then the AI is going to get really confused. It's not going to know who to put your ads in front of, and beyond that, it's not going to provide a very good user experience. I have this sort of breakdown that might help clarify things a little bit. If we're running a campaign for custom closets, let's say we're doing this in Phoenix, Arizona, we would probably want to have a couple of different ad groups where we can break apart the different types of custom closet services that we would provide. So there'd be like custom closets, people, just are looking for a custom closet. There are also people that are just going to look for like closets, in Phoenix, like people that can come out and, help out with the closet, organize things, build a really nice shelving and what have you, right? Closet installation, closet builders, right? There's like variations of terms people would use here. This one might be a little bit easier to follow. If you're a remodeling company, you may have people searching in your area for a remodeling, but also kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, garage remodeling. And that's what I was saying. It's going to vary depending on your business. Because as a remodeler, you might only do kitchen, bathroom, and like general remodeling. You might not even touch garages. You just find that it's not worth your time, whatever the case may be, right? And so in that case, you might only need 3 ad groups. Or maybe you also do, attics and basements and like shops, right? Who knows? You could have 10, 20 different ad groups. It's really just going to vary depending on the types of services that you're offering. But the whole idea is you want to make things as relevant as possible while consolidating as much as possible. So if there's people searching for remodeling as well as remodeling near me, you don't need to split those into 2 different ad groups. You can just lump those into one ad group because they're all just looking for remodelers. It's just they're doing it in a slightly different way, right? So some people might type in remodelers near me, remodelers Phoenix, Arizona, remodelers, just remodelers, right? Or remodeling. All of those types of searches are basically searching for the same thing. And so you can lump those into one ad group. So an ad group will have keywords and ads, which is why it's called an ad group, right? Because it's basically a group of ads that are going to show up when somebody searches for a specific set of keywords. So in your remodeling ad group, you're going to have keywords relating to remodeling, like remodelers near me, home remodeling near me, etc. And then the ads are going to talk about how you offer home remodeling services. Now, there may also be commercial remodeling, right? That would probably be a different ad group. Because when somebody goes to do commercial remodeling, they're going to need to see different information, right? They might be doing a remodel on a building that's a $100 million building, right? Whereas a home, it's going to be, maybe $1 million home or a $500,000 home. So the budget that they're going to be spending is completely different. It's a completely different type of person who's searching for this. And so you want to break it apart so that the AI that is in Google Ads can start to learn, use that machine learning to figure out who to put your ads in front of and when to put your ads in front of them. So kind of the rule of thumb is to only add more ad groups when you can provide a better user experience. So going back to our general remodeling, residential versus commercial, right? If somebody's searching for home remodeling near me, we want to show them an ad that talks about how we can remodel their kitchen and bathroom and all this stuff. And then after they click on this ad, we want to send them to a page, like maybe you have a commercial remodeling page on your website. That would be what we'd call a landing page in the Google Ads world. When they go to that landing page, they're going to see, if they're searching for home remodeling, they see kitchen and bath stuff in the ad. When they click on the page, they go to the page, they're going to see pictures of a home being remodeled or a home that was already remodeled or what have you. And that's going to give them a really good user experience because they're going to feel like they just found the exact thing that they were searching for on Google Ads. And Google cares a lot about that. Google's realized that the more people that come back and continue to use Google, the more money that they make because the more people click on the ads, and the ads is where they make a majority of their money. So it's a smart move on their part. It also helps us have a better experience when we use Google. Like anyone that uses Google knows that it's pretty sophisticated and it'll usually give you pretty good results, at least in the organic results. The ads can be kind of hit or miss, and that's because a lot of people don't follow this rule of thumb. And so if you do follow this rule of thumb, you're going to get much better performance than a majority of people out there who just have one campaign with one ad group with 300 or 400 keywords in that ad group and 2 ads in there that just talk about how they do all this different stuff, right? And then it sends the traffic to their homepage, which talks about how they do all this different stuff. It's not going to feel very relevant. The user experience isn't going to be that great. So that's that. I mean, I don't think you need to make it too much more complicated than that. It's just break things apart by the different, subcategories, themes, topics, whatever you want to call it, services, products, right? So you'd have your remodeling campaign, and maybe this company does closets and remodeling, right? You'd probably want to break that into 2 separate campaigns. You could try it in the same campaign, but it's kind of like 2 different industries, right? There's like closets, you build closets, you help with organization, you do all this consultation stuff, you do installations. Technically it is a remodel, so it's kind of like a gray area in this case. But I would probably have 2 separate campaigns. I'd have the whole closets campaign that's broken up with different ad groups. And then I would have the whole remodeling campaign that's broken up into different ad groups, right? That is going to allow us to develop what we would consider a proper campaign structure, which this is a little graphic from WordStream, just to kind of help illustrate how this looks in a nice, pretty picture for you here. But you'll have your one Google Ads account right here. And you want to have one per business. So you don't want to have more than one Google Ads account per business. You can actually end up violating Google Ads policies if you do that, and can cause a lot of issues, get both accounts suspended. You just want to avoid that if you can. So for each business that you own, you can have one Google Ads account. And then you may have multiple campaigns per account. There are certainly different types of campaigns you can run. You can run a search campaign, you can have a YouTube campaign, and a display campaign. But also, like I was saying before, you might have campaigns for different industries that you serve, right? Like, you have your closet side of the business, and then you have your home remodeling side of the business. Again, this is kind of not the greatest example because closet stuff could be considered remodeling, but neither here nor there. Then in each campaign, you're going to have, it's recommending 7 to 10 ad groups per campaign. Some people say 5 to 15. Some people say up to 20. Again, it really isn't like a hard set rule. It's just, you just want to set it up so that you're providing the best user experience possible, while not splitting things up too much. Like, you want to consolidate as much as possible so the AI can get the right information to learn and figure out who to show your ads to. And then in each ad group, you have your keywords, and then I would recommend having at least 2 ads, 2 responsive search ads. That's the recommendation from Google. You can have up to 3, so 2 to 3 ads. And then in each ad group, you're going to have 20 keywords or less, typically, right? And then in this ad group, with the keywords and the ads that are all relevant to what people are searching for from the keywords, you're going to send people to one landing page. And then you're going to replicate that for the next service or product. And then keep doing that until you have, as many ad groups. Like in this case, if you provide all these services, you might just have 4 different ad groups. You might provide these 4 services for residential as well as commercial, in which case you might have 8 ad groups, right? But you really want to start with the keyword research. I have other videos on my channel that go into depth on how to do keyword research. If you want to take a look at some of those beforehand, you can. But start with the keyword research. Figure out what keywords people are searching for relating to the products or services that you offer. And then you're going to start to get a sense of like different themes of keywords. People who are looking for remodeling for their kitchen versus their bathroom versus their garage. Or people who aren't specifying, they're just saying, we want remodeling services. And you can start grouping those together, develop ads that are relevant, send that traffic to landing pages that are relevant through defined ad groups where you have the keywords, the ads, and then a landing page that relates closely to what you're advertising for. So that's pretty much it. If there's anything you did have questions about, don't hesitate to reach out. You can just drop your questions in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to them there. Look, if you're the type of person that just doesn't even want to deal with Google Ads anymore, then you can always reach out to me. My company is Missoula SEO Geek. I'll leave a link to my website down below, but we do manage Google Ads for different companies and different industries, and you can come learn about what we do, what makes us unique. You can even read some of the testimonials from some businesses that we've taken from 0 to over $1 million in revenue, like this one here. And really just see that, this is the type of thing that's going to explode your business growth. So feel free to reach out. You can always give us a call or contact us through our website, and look forward to working with you.